Okay, a little stiff today. We did a lot of stuff yesterday at the Sherwood Forest Fair, and I left my puppy dogs to defend for themselves. They did not appreciate it. When I came home, they were very much ruckus. And as you can see, they're still very ruckus. I wish they could go play a little bit. Ugh. And not just lounge on me. You can go play. Go play with Pepper. Go play with Pepper. I'm not an AI. I do what I want. Okay. All right. So, going out to something like a Renaissance festival pulls you back into how little AI will impact many of these things. Like I mentioned yesterday, that's an area that probably won't be impacted very much. But I talked about that yesterday. So today I was going to talk about um, the ow, ow. Careful, buddy. Careful. Careful, Baloo. Let me get my coffee. I have a sip of coffee. Hopefully those guys will run and chase and play. I gotta get some coffee in me. Yeah, we are. I'm tired. Um, so this week, what struck me was two things. One is the closeness of many of the AI programs that are available to the public. So, for example, this week, X this came out with their grok vision. This is where you ask grok to do something with an image and give that information back uh, to uh, do the analysis of that image. The example being asking it to look at a picture or a status and asking it, what should I do? They had the cases they run were quite a few, and they had the results for those, and they compared it to the other available AI packages out there. And I was struck by the fact that Grok did well, did very well. That was They were proud of how well it did, and they should be. But I was also struck by the fact that there are so many uh, candidates they could compare against that were available to the public. Claude, uh, was it Sonic and Opus, two of the ones they compared it against. Uh, Chat GPT, Gemini, and shoot, there was one other one that they had in there. But I was struck that we have a lot of uh, models, developments going on, and they seem to be traveling at a similar development path. It's not a good word. I'm sorry, my vocabulary is not very good today. When you look at the numbers for all these different ones and you do the comparison, even though Grok was winning on a lot of the comparisons, which they're showing their flex, they're doing their normal, but the other one's pretty close. Uh, Not outrageously bad compared. So you have all these models, and the numbers seem to show that with some retooling, a little bit of improvement, they might surpass their next neighbor or Grok or something like that. Now, of course, the others are working on the same stuff. But it made me think about the fact that you might have there was a lot of concern that this was a all or nothing gambit. That once somebody had the strength of AGI and super AGI or super GI, super general intelligence, SGI, you would just skyrocket past everybody else. And I get the general sense right now that that may not be the case. We may have people that get there first, but there are so many other factors in getting it to do stuff like compute, how how big of a server farm you got, how much uh, the strength of the chips you are using to do the calculation. These factors could also significantly impact the algorithm. And if you've got one party that, let's say, gets there, gets a really good AGI and super AGI, that's super general intelligence, SGI, they may not have it the advantage for long because everybody else is working so hard and becoming so close that they may also have uh, the ability, if they have more compute and better equipment, that their SGI could come from behind and defeat the other ones, even though they were first. One of the things that Tesla has shown on when it comes to, sorry, my dog was eating something and I looked really ugly. I gotta go look at that in a little bit. She's leaving it behind right now, so hopefully it was. Oh shoot, Luna, where'd it go? I don't know where it went. Oh, he's up. Shoot, I was going to pick it up, throw it for her, but yeah, it's a squirrel. The dogs all see the squirrel. Anyway, so Tesla. What Tesla showed was that even though um, there were quite a few companies like Tesla that started doing electric vehicles, They soon found out that one of the biggest problems was manufacturing. And Elon has been very proud of his factories. And from what I can tell, even the Germans are like looking at it going, wow, I don't know if we can compete with this because his efficiency of labor is significant, like more than 2x the uh, efficiencies that we would see. And things like that made them dominate. So maybe AI isn't all about who gets there first, but who gets there because there's quite a few candidates and executes. Right now, the ones I see executing the best is OpenAI and Microsoft. Now, the reason I say that is because at my work, for instance, the ability to use the integrated artificial intelligence on my applications, code, browser, all that kind of stuff are much better integrated through Microsoft than they are through anything else. Now, the caveat to that is my company is very Microsoft focused. They use a lot of the Microsoft tools, but from what I've discussed with other people, I'm not seeing anybody that's doing a better job. They seem to be doing a really good job of making it user friendly and integrating it. Now, so that part they seem to be leading on. Now, the question is, are they going to lead on the cloud area? Now, the compute cycles, Google's always had a little bit of a reputation of having better cloud infrastructure for stuff like this. But how far off is Microsoft from that? Or is that reputation real? Or is Microsoft just as good or better? That's one of the key things we're going to find out. When I think of the other possibilities out there, uh, grok with AX and Claude, that's my biggest concern about them. Even though Claude, I liked it a lot, yeah, I could only use it in a very restricted manner. Now, they were opening up a lot on their API for developers. So they seem to be, ow, that hurt. Oh, oh, he cracked my knee bone with his knee bone. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, what was I saying? Ow, 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 ow. Um, they seem to be using third parties to get their stuff out to the users, unlike Microsoft, who seems to be trying to take the heavy lift and get it out there and use customization for third parties. Oh, that hurt. And he leapt. His knee just smacked right into my knee. He a big old boy. He weighs about 65, 70 pounds. And he's just, man, he's just pure muscle. Okay. Oh, I think it was pain. And it seems to be going away now. Anyways, I'm going to stop right there. So that was my big takeaway this week is that the race is really much more open than I may have first thought. I It's going to be interesting to see who wins it, and it may be one of those things like so many other things that there may be a couple of versions of AI available to everyone, and we all use not just one superpower company. I'm sure one will be at least slightly ahead of everybody else, but I'm not sure there's going to be a dominating power like there was with Google and search or uh, NVIDIA when it comes to chips. We may have a lot more things spread out. Buddy, you are hurt Grandpa bad. Okay. Oh, nope, don't, no. Okay. I'm going to get up before he hits me again. Oh, you guys. Uh, they some big doggies, big puppy dogs. All right. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.